What's up, Credit Fam? This is your boy Gary B. Thank you for checking me out this Sunday. Hey man, I got a good show for you today. So I hope you enjoy what we talk about. We're gonna talk about should you be your own guarantor, and we're gonna talk about, hey, the next best thing about credit is a credit profile. Those are the things we're gonna talk about today. I want you to hang around, check me out, and I'll be back in a minute. Peace. Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome back to the show. Hey, like I said, this is your boy Gary B. I want to welcome you to Mentally Financial. Hey, I bring this show to you every weekend, okay? And what we talk about things to help you deal with financial stress and just help you relax and just get your mind right. So I hope during that break you get you something to drink, you get you something to snack on. Hey, because we're gonna work our minds out today because today's show gonna be off the chain, y'all. It's gonna be really quick. We're not gonna do a long show today, but I'm gonna talk about some very important things when it comes to your credit and your finances. Okay, so I want y'all to take notes on this and sit back and just think about what I'm saying to you. Okay, we're gonna talk about two things in today's show. So let's get into the first thing we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about what it is to guarantee your own stuff. Now, you might go online and you see a lot of videos on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and people talking about don't be your own guarantor. Well, if you're starting a business and you never done anything before, you don't have any history, people gonna want to know, the banks and the loan people want to know how they're going to get their money back. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't have a good record or no money going into the bank and you just started your business and you just got your LLC or C corp or whatever you created, they want to know how they're going to get their money back. So someone has to be a guarantor. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people keep saying, don't be your own guarantor because that could hurt you. Explain to me how it can hurt you to guarantee your own stuff. Because if you don't believe in your own stuff, then that means something ain't right. When I started my business, I didn't have a track record, so I had to have great credit on my personal side. That's what pretty much being a guarantor is. They just want to see, somebody verify who you are and prove that you can pay this money back. So I have a great credit score on my personal side. I have great banking history on my personal side. I even have an account at the bank that I wanted to get the money from. I have a business account there and I have a personal account there. So I've already built a personal relationship with that bank. You should do the same thing. If you are in the process of starting a business and you didn't already get your EIN number, you didn't get your LLC, and now you're ready to open up your bank account, find a bank that you trust. And it's hard to find a bank you can trust. I understand that, but find a bank you can trust and go ahead and start a relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? Not every credit union offers business products. I would say go to a credit union, but not every credit union offers business products. Find one that offers business products, and that'd be a pretty good place to go to. Okay. Me personally, I have several banks. My business account is at Wells Fargo. But hey, to each his own on that one. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying to you is, do not be afraid to guarantee your own stuff. And that's only for a short period of time because we're only talking a new business. Once you start that business and get that money going and getting that track record, you won't have to be your own guarantor no more. Your business is going to take over that. You know what I'm saying? But in the beginning and you don't have one, you have to guarantee yourself. Unless you find somebody else who's willing to back you and say, oh yeah, I'll pay if that person don't pay, because the definition of a guarantor is this. What does it mean being a guarantor? A guarantor is involved in helping someone get credit, such as a loan or mortgage. Acting as a guarantor, You're guaranteeing that someone else's loan or mortgage by promising to repay the debt if they can afford to. It's wise to only agree to being a guarantor for someone you know or someone you trust or know have known a long time. Okay, so that's pretty much all that's saying to you. It's almost like being a cosigner in a sense. So what's wrong with being your own cosigner? I've just heard too many people on social media say, "No, don't be your own guarantor. You can go do this without and with with this and that." But think about something. If you have great personal credit, and this the business account ain't gonna hurt your personal credit. They just want to know that you are good at what you're doing when it comes to this money. That's all they want to see. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't change the fact that business credit is business credit. It doesn't hurt your personal credit. Personal credit is personal credit. It hurts your personal credit, but it doesn't hurt your business credit. You know. So what's the problem with being a guarantor, y'all? Because remember, this whole thing is about you having proper finances. You're having the finances to do what you want to do. Stop using your personal credit and personal finances when you can jump into the OPM program using other people's money. That's what that business credit is all about, you know? So if you have a problem guaranteeing your own money, then you're in the wrong business anyway if you don't believe in what you do. And that tells me in my mind your personal finances ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? So just think about what I'm saying. You're not hurting your personal finance. Now, will they probably do a hard pull on your credit report? Probably so. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to see, what you're working with. But think about what I said. If you have already built a personal relationship with this bank, sometimes they won't pull a hard credit score on you if you work with the right banker. You know what I'm saying? They might do a soft pull and it doesn't hurt you at all. But even if they did a hard pull on you, what's the big deal? You know, you got decent credit, you have good credit, you have great credit, whatever it is, them points are not going to hurt you. You're going to get them back. Because remember, you're trying to build up this business credit. So if you have to hurt your personal for just a little quick minute on some points to be able to get that business side going, hey, I'll jump on that all day long. You know what I'm saying? So come on, let's be real about this, y'all. Don't let fear bother you when it comes to putting something together that's going to build a future for you. Okay. So once again, like I said, you should not be afraid to be your own guarantor if you're trying to build a profitable business, a legitimate business. Okay. Because you're not going to hurt your personal side that much. All right. So that kind of segued me into the next thing I want to talk about. All right. And I want y'all to let that sink in what we just talked about. And I'll be back in a minute. All right. Peace. Hey, what's up, fam? Do you need help with your finances? Are you just struggling to try to get the numbers right, get your budget right, get things together? Well, hey, like I said, I'm your boy Gary B. I do offer a 5-week class that will help you learn how to budget, learn how to get your credit score, learn how to clean your credit up. It's a 5-week program that I do one meeting a week with you or your family. It doesn't matter to me. I want to see everybody get their finances right. So come and check me out. Visit my website, www.gbroane Financial LLC. Hey, follow me on Facebook under Thinking Credit, or even follow me on my IG under my name. I got all the information you need to get your finances right, all right? You got to get that mindset right for the finances to be right. And that's what I do, okay? So thank y'all for checking me out. I'll be waiting for that email from you. Peace. Okay, so let's talk about this next thing. This next thing is what we call a great credit profile. What is a great credit profile? A credit profile is pretty much your financial history on a credit report for people to look at. It lets them know, has this person ever bought a house? Has this person ever bought a car? Has this person ever had a credit card? Has this person ever had a loan? That's all a credit profile is. That's the difference between a credit profile and a credit score. A credit score is nothing other than a three-digit number that the companies use to calculate your credit profile in so many words. Okay. So think about it. The credit profile is the information on your credit report, and the credit score is the number that is associated with your credit profile and your credit report. Okay. So that's how you got to look at it. So you have to say to yourself, hey, I got to get that credit score to a certain level so I can buy this, this, and this, or get this and this and this. But think about it. If that profile is not right anyway, then you're not going to be getting the things you think you would like to get. So that's why I tell people stop chasing that credit score. Stop chasing that credit score. Get a great or good or a decent credit profile. You can get a lot of things from that because a lot of people, that's what they look at. They want to see what you have done. So that's why when you hear people say, hey, you know, get this, look at your credit report as much as you can. Get it straight, get it right. Because if you don't, you can be losing out on a lot of things like great interest rates when it comes to buying a house, a car, or getting a loan or whatever. That profile helps you because they can see this person has bought a house before. This person has got a car before. This person has got a loan before. And they paid their bills on time. They did what they needed to do. So I'm willing to work with them. Because you got to remember, a credit report really does nothing other than let a person that gives out loans say, do I want to deal with these people or not? Because these people have been late on every payment. They have repos. They don't pay their bills. That's all it says. So think about it. Your score is going to always be low if that credit profile is not good. Okay. So with me doing this podcast and me doing what I do, for GB Roane Jr. Financial LLC, I want to help you get a great profile, credit profile. Get your finances in order. That's what it's all about. If your finances are in order, no matter what type of job you work and your profile is straight, you can get those things that you want. Now, I'm not saying that working at a low paying job, you'll be able to travel the world and buy all the newest things that that's out there. Now, I ain't saying that because money has to equate to a good credit profile. Because if you don't have the money to take care of these things, you still hurting yourself. Okay, so let's work on building a great credit profile. Work on the credit score going to come with it. You don't even have to work on your credit score. The credit profile is going to get your score where it needs to be. So why work on your credit score? Because it's going to get there anyway if you get everything else right. And there's no secret formula to getting a great credit score other than paying your bills on time. That's all you can do. Nothing against credit repair companies, but think about it. Sometimes if you remove the wrong thing off your credit report, it can cause, but definitely your credit history to fall. That credit history is kind of important, y'all. You need some longevity. They need to see that you have done this and this and this and this. If there's things on your credit report that you can get corrected, do that before you remove it. If something needs to be removed, go for it. Remove it. I'm not saying not to, but you also got to remember what a credit report was created for. It was for lenders to be able to see your history, for you to keep track of what's going on in your history, and to make sure nobody is stealing your name to use for their own personal benefits. So technically, a credit score was built for identity theft and a way to track our spending habits. That's all a credit report is really for. Okay. So basically, if you do the things right, your credit score going to be great anyway. You know, the credit score is nothing other than a game. You know what I'm saying? The credit score game is nothing but a game. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I paid off cars, paid off bills, my credit score drops. And people say, well, how does the credit score drop if you pay stuff off? It's just a game. it drops off right now and it builds itself back up. Okay. So it goes up and down. So be prepared for your stuff to go up and down. That's just what it is. Okay. But anyway, real quick, I'm like I said, a great credit score is nothing other than a 3-digit number. A great credit profile is your history that they analyze to see if you're worth working with. So let's work on your credit profile, y'all. Stop worrying about that credit score. Because if you're trying to buy a house today or a car tomorrow and your finances ain't right, you're still losing the game. Don't get yourself into something that you cannot handle. May it be business or may it be personal. You know, let's get your credit profile right. So if you want to work on your credit profile, listen to this podcast, listen to my other podcast, and you'll be able to do it, y'all. It's no magic formula. You are the magician. You can make it happen. Not paying somebody hundreds of dollars a month or years or whatever. You can do it yourself. And I'm not trying to sell my program to you just to get you to come to me to do it. No, because I teach you how to do it for yourself anyway. I don't do it for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that old saying, teach a person how to fish and they can feed themselves for a lifetime. That's what I'm about. I want to teach you how to do it because it's all free. It's just time. You just have to think about it takes time to get yourself right. Don't plan on getting something today if you're not ready for it. So build up to it. Get yourself right. Give yourself a couple of months. Give yourself a year before you do something. Make sure in that couple of months or that year, you're getting your profile together and this stress will be off of you. And now I can't say, how the money will work at your job. Now see, I have no control over the money you make at work. That's something you have to do. You may have to go back to school. You may have to, quit that job and get a better job. But never leave a job until you have another job, y'all. You will never hear me say, leave a job when you ain't got nothing to go to. Have something to go to if you leave something that you already get, you know. And stop all of that quiet quitting. You know, do what you're paid to do. If you don't want to do no more, hey, don't do no more, but don't do less. Don't do less than what they're supposed to pay you for. And don't give no more than they're not paying you for if you're not happy. If you're not happy at that job, then don't do more than you think you need to do. Don't make someone else richer and you're getting poor because you're wearing yourself out. So that's all I'm gonna say on that, and that's all I want to say in today's show. I just wanted to talk about what a personal guarantor was. I wanted to talk about what a good, and like I say, I used the word great personal profile, credit profile, but hey, a decent one, a good one, will help you better than none at all. Okay, so with all that being said, you know me, this your boy Gary B. Hey, I love you. I'm doing this because of y'all. I want y'all to share, like, comment, talk to me. I'm doing this to help other people get on track like I'm on track. I was out there lost a long time, for years, decades at that. But I'm on track now. I want to do that same thing for y'all. So, like I said, tell people about the show. Take the show serious. I'm here for you, okay? And thank y'all for the love and the support you have been giving me. And hey, like I said, follow me on all of your podcast networks. I'm out there, y'all. You can follow me on IG. You can follow me on YouTube. You can follow me on TikTok. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm out there, y'all. I'm your boy, Gary B. Like I always say, I do the research. You just got to follow. Love y'all. Till next week. Peace.